Hi everyone, it's Daphne from the past, and today I'm going to be showcasing the part in my past Gamepass. This was filmed prior to it becoming limited, but I still want to show off everything this pass has to offer. Starting off the pardon, my past Gamepass includes Piper Phoebe and Prue's past lives in the 1920s during the flapper era of America, when women began dressing more how they wanted and when jazz was becoming popular due to it emerging from the African American communities of New Orleans in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. I'm going to begin with their morphs, as I just love all the detailing on these. Phoebe Bowen has a blue short dress with a low hanging back and front, with a headband with what appears to be a hippie or floral pattern, which is also around her waist and lines the top of her dress. The back of her dress is low cut and shows hanging pearls, which was super popular during this time. As a way for women to express their femininity and independence, they often wore long pearls so that when they danced, the pearls would flop around, hence why they are called flappers of the Roaring Twenties. Next is Priscilla Baxter, Piper's past life. She's in a black short-cut dress with a V-neck embedded with silver lining. That same silver lining is also shown around her waist, and she's wearing black beads on her head. She also has a cute necklace and silver earrings, as well as a very thin cape-like cloth on the back of her dress, while her overall dress also has an exposed V-cut back. The last cousin is Pearl Russell. She's in a red short dress with diamond jewels hanging from her skirt and off her shoulders. She's also wearing the protection amulet, which grants her immunity to active powers. Just like all the other past lives, she's wearing a headpiece with cute flowers on it. And there is also hanging jewels from the back of her top. Her dress also has tassels which are hanging from it, which would also flap and spin around while dancing. I'm now going to begin to showcase her active powers. Her first active power is pyrokinetic ignition, which is pretty self-explanatory. Next is her pyrokinetic trail, which is also pretty self-explanatory to me. And her last active power is fire throwing, which is considered a strong projectile. Now, moving on, all past lives spawn with the same potions and manner key. However, as Phoebe's past life, Pearl Russell also was able to preform divination via crystal ball. This was hard to do, but both P. Russell and P. Bowen are able to counter each other's projectiles, as it was shown in the show. This has been changed since it was recorded, but at this time, P. Russell's amulet allowed her to absorb incoming projectiles. Next is P. Bowen. She has 2 keybinds and 1 active power. Her active power is cryokinesis, which sends a cryokinetic bolt at your target, freezing them and dealing damage. Next is her force kick, where Bowen lunges at whoever you use the keybind on kicking, and ragdolling them however they can dodge the kick. The kick can be used even if the person you're using it on is elevated up or down. That's all for P. Bowen. I'll now begin to showcase Priscilla Baxter. Baxter only has 1 active power, which is molecular deacceleration. So instead of freezing or speeding up molecules, she slows them down, causing your target's active powers to stop working and making them move slowly. Priscilla is also able to use molecular deacceleration to slow down projectiles and objects. However, you cannot move while deaccelerating something or someone, meaning if the projectile is moving towards you, it will eventually hit you, unless someone pushes you or orbs you out of the way. That was all for Priscilla, so now I'm going to show you Baxter and Bowen's Evil Witch Vanquishing spell. Both cousins need to say the spell, and then Bowen has to say the name of which evil witch they want to vanquish. This spell will either deal high damage or instantly vanquish the target, with the vanquish being a low percentage.
To my side, vanquish thyself, vanquish thy might.
The spell can also be used on any evil witch, including Bianca Lynn, Wyatt Christie, Evil Enchantress, Evil Witch Twatha, and Gideon, while evil. I'll now showcase the damage of all three cousins, beginning with P Bowen. Her projectile honestly did no damage. Also forgot to mention my elder has 600 health, so it might do more to a regular target, but it didn't do much to me. Her kick's damage was much better. Then her blast and comboed with her cousins could take down a target pretty fast. Next is P Russel. Her first ability shown is her pyrokinetic ignition. It did better damage than Bowen's blast, but still not a lot of damage taken. Next is her pyrokinetic trail. The damage honestly wasn't bad. The only issue is, it's very easy to miss this ability due to people being able to outrun the trail. So it would be best to combo it with Baxter's deacceleration or Bowen's freeze. Lastly is her fire throwing. This clip again, as I said previously, is an older clip, so I'm pretty sure it does more damage now, but the damage here wasn't horrible at the time. Now, the last cousin, Priscilla Baxter, she's intended to play as a support character for her other cousins, so she can't deal damage at all. However, while deaccelerated, you can't fight back, making her pretty lethal if working with the correct people. For some reason, I wasn't slowed, but I still couldn't use my active powers. Hi everyone, it's Daphne from the future, and I'm here to showcase Pearl Russell's buff to her amulet since it now protects against all magical attacks, and not just projectiles. Beginning with what we all know and love is her projectile immunity. As the projectile comes towards me, the amulet glows, absorbing it, and I remain untouched. Now this is her buff. As you can see, the Triad is trying to attack me using his active power. However, the amulet is absorbing and countering all of the magical attacks. However, if someone gets close enough, they can remove the amulet, causing it to fall to the ground, leaving you vulnerable to all magical attacks once more. Here was what it looks like to be the one attacking or fighting P. Russell. It was hard to see with the rip-off toggle, but if you look closely as I try to attack her, the amulet absorbs all of my attacks until removed. Once removed as before, she's no longer invulnerable to my active powers. I honestly don't know why she flew away like that, but that is all for this video. I apologize again for the lateness as I've had this recorded for weeks. I hope this was informative and gave you guys a little look at what the past lives bring to the table in Charmed Reborn. As always, thank you to those who helped me record, and toodaloo!